Good morning guys, it is Tuesday and I am starting vlogging now, although I'm just about to leave to drive to London because I'm getting my eyebrows microbladed. That's quite a tongue twister. I'm getting my eyebrows microbladed today and I'm so excited. So obviously I thought I would bring you guys along. I don't know, maybe you guys are interested in getting your eyebrows microbladed. I can't say that word, microbladed. Or maybe you're just interested to see sort of like what it's like, or maybe you've never heard of it and you stumbled across this video and you have no idea what it is. I am not going to explain to you right now what it is because I do not want to say something wrong, but I will ask the beautician, is that what you call her? I'm not sure. When I get there to sort of just do a very brief explanation of what microblading is. I think it's basically like, it's almost like semi-permanent tattoo eyebrows, I think. But yeah, so I'm driving up to London any second. I'm literally going just to get my eyebrows microbladed. My appointment's at 3 p.m. so I'm gonna drive up there, go to my mum's, meet my mum. We're gonna go into London, get them done, maybe have some food, and then I'm driving home. So it's gonna be pretty hectic. But of course I wanted to bring you guys along so you can see the journey. I do this section now and then I have to go back, I think, in like 6 weeks and get them redone because they'll start to like fade and peel and flake off and stuff where there's been like needles. I think I will 100% double check. And then I go back in 6 weeks, so I'll probably include that in like another vlog. So obviously make sure you subscribe if you want to stick around and see like all the results and stuff like that. But anyway, I think I'm gonna just get my stuff together, head to London, and I will see you guys along the way somewhere. I've got something for you, Check, actually. I've got something for you. It's in the car. Oh yeah. Oh!
Did you get 2 boxes of it then?
Yeah, because I have to give one to an influential woman in my life.
Oh! Lovely! I should do a little story on that later and hide it from Tom.
Can I have the glass?
Yeah.
Just because otherwise I've only got one.
Yeah, I'm so annoyed.
Better in pairs, aren't they?
I've got one. No, I've got 2 now. But when I was buying ages ago, the Fever Tree tonic, the bottles in like 6 a pack, when you took the cardboard off, if you collected 2 of the cardboard, you could send off for a glass. And I collected loads of them and never sent them off. I would have had loads of them.
Oh, nightmare.
Would have had a set of 6 or something.
Oh, crikey. I don't know how long this is going to take. I don't know if it's like a couple hours, if it's half an hour.
I don't know.
You look stressed.
I want mine done though.
You want yours done?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, ask them when you're in there. While you're at it.
Yeah, do me.
Do me too. Wait, is it Pancake Day today?
Yeah.
What?
That's what I had pancakes.
Shrove Tuesday? I thought it was next Tuesday.
No, today.
The 5th?
Yeah, it's today.
Is it the first Tuesday of Feb? March?
Yeah, it changes depending on when Easter is.
Ah, interesting.
Because it's so long. You're supposed to start Lent tomorrow. You're supposed to give up something, aren't you? So Shrove Tuesday, you...
Should we give up Instagram?
That was the whole point of the pancakes. You were using up all your eggs and milk and stuff. You use everything up before Lent, don't you? It was a way of getting rid of the food, so they made pancakes.
I didn't realise that was the reason. You learn something every day, Mother.
Yeah.
Brilliant, great. Should we go?
Right, yeah.
Very cute. Hello. Oh, it's cute in here. So I have got obviously stuff on, so I suppose
This is the shape obviously you always go for.
Yeah, basically they're not really symmetrical. This one's like a bit lower than this one, so I obviously have to sort of overdraw them to try and get them as symmetrical as possible. But I don't want them to look too crazy because I quite like to be able to put makeup on and then look different. But I just want to sort of try and even them out and get like a nice shape of the tail and stuff like that. goodness, I look like a lunatic. I didn't imagine it looking like this, I don't know why. So I've had all like the drawing and the numbing cream put on, and we've picked my colour. I'm going for the medium brown, I think. So they've been drawn on, as you can see here. And they're going to be like really dark for the first 2 weeks I get them done, so even after this is all taken off, I'll probably still look like a crazy lunatic. I'm at Brow House UK in Holborn. They have Holborn. They have 2 clinics. Clinic? Is this a clinic? Beauticians? Whatever. They have 2 clinics, I think. One in, no, they have more than that. I think they have one in Covent Garden as well. But yeah, I'm in the Holborn one. Looking my best. Just had like the first section done, and they put the pigment back on with some more numbing gel, and then I think she's going to go over them again. Is she? I think so. Well, I think she's going to do something else, otherwise why would she? Oh, maybe not. No, actually, maybe not. So. Maybe they'll just wipe it off after that, and then I'll be all done. But this lighting is not nice. Okay, so it is now actually Friday, so it has been 2 full days since I got my brows done. And I basically just wanted to come and show you them a few days later, tell you about sort of like the healing process, answer any questions any of you guys had on my Instagram, tell you just like basically about the experience, because when we got there, I realised that there was like music playing, and we were in sort of like the main room, like where the reception and everything is, and we weren't sort of in our own little room. So originally I'd thought that I would set the camera up in whatever room we were in, and I'd ask the sort of what would you call her, like beautician, to explain what microblading was and run through some stuff with you and blah blah blah. That's initially what I had in my mind. When I got there, obviously I realised that we weren't in our own private room, and there was music playing, and Noosh, the beautician who did it for me, she wasn't that keen on being on camera, which I totally understand. So I didn't bother asking her to sort of explain anything. I just thought I would come back a couple of days later like I am today, and I would basically just explain stuff to you, explain my experience, explain about sort of like where I got it done, pricing, blah blah blah, and all of that. I also wanted to obviously show you them. This is them now. So as I said, it's Friday, so I got them done on Tuesday. I have absolutely nothing on them. So this is them, completely just natural. So as you can see, these are the bits here that have been drawn on. Hold on, I should go and get a spoolie, shouldn't I? And honestly, like, they look so natural. Like, I am so shocked. This is pretty much what my eyebrows look like when I used to draw them on. It's honestly crazy. So yeah, they're obviously still in the healing process. The healing process is basically pretty much, I think they say about 2 weeks, like fully, like 2 weeks, like mainly. And you're not allowed to really get them wet, so you've got to avoid like direct contact with water. You're not really allowed to exercise because you're not allowed to sweat, because obviously you don't want to get them all liquidy and wet and all of that jazz. Other than that, there's not really too many rules. You've just got to use like some solution on them every morning and every night, and we'll go and grab it, or go and take you to it and show you what it is in a second. And you basically just do that every morning and night. They're starting to get a tiny bit itchy now. This one a second ago was like getting a little bit itchy. So basically I asked on my Instagram if you guys had any questions whatsoever to ask me to run through in this vlog. So I'm just gonna try and find them. So I got them done in London at a place called Brow House in Holborn. I think that's how my mum said you pronounce it, in Holborn. Okay, so this is the website, and basically it's called a brow resurrection. And if I go to find out more, yeah, so they're basically, it's almost like tattooing. Like, they are semi-permanent. That was what a couple of people were asking. A couple of people were saying, like, what's the difference between waxing and having your eyebrows microbladed? Well, the difference is that these are like, it's almost like a tattoo. It's semi-permanent tattooing. It doesn't just fix up your brow, it adds hairs. What is brow resurrection? So, developed and perfected by Browhouse's dedicated research and develop team, brow resurrection creates realistic hair strands from root to tip to give you perfect brows. Unique only to Browhouse, this treatment uses an advanced embroidery technique to create natural looking strokes, resulting in a finer finish compared to other semi-permanent brow treatments that simply weave in parallel hair strands. So as you can see, that's actually drawn on. Like, if I try and move those hairs, I obviously can't because they're drawn on. Obviously you can see there my hairs, and then you can see they're drawn on. So yeah, it's like semi-permanent tattooing. It's basically done with a tiny minuscule little blade that's full of loads of tiny little needles, and it's done by hand, not by machine like a tattoo is. And they basically just put the pigment on at the back of the hand. You'll have probably seen in the previous clips. They get the pigment on the tiny little needles, and they basically just push the needle. They basically like scratch the pigment into your skin. It sounds horrendous, but honestly, it did not hurt one bit. That is another question that loads of people have been asking. Was it painful? Absolutely not. They, again, you'll have seen in all the clips, but I'll just try and explain a little bit. So they put numbing cream on first, and then they do the first section, and then they go back and put pigment over the top of your brows so it all soaks up and soaks into the scratches or whatever you want to call it. And they also add more numbing cream to that, so you're continuously numbed throughout the process. So it doesn't hurt at all. It's a really bizarre sensation because your eyebrows numb, but where they're actually scratching your skin with a needle or a blade, you can hear the scratching. So if you were to get like a little needle now and just scrape down your skin, you know, not actually scratch, not actually like draw blood, but just run the needle down, you hear that scratching sound. So you can hear and feel that, but you can't feel any pain. It's a really bizarre sensation, but it doesn't hurt at all. The only thing that hurts really mainly is after they do it, they want to push the pigment into your skin, so they get like a little cotton bud or something with the pigment and run over your brow, and after that your brow goes a little bit sore, but it's not like pain, it's just like slightly uncomfortable, but absolutely no pain. You're completely numbed, so there's no worries about that. I was a little bit skeptical at first, and I thought they would look quite harsh and quite sharp and almost fake, but honestly in person they could not be more natural looking. It actually just look like hairs. Like, it's so crazy. I'm so impressed. Like, I'm honestly really impressed with them. So basically what happens is I go in for the first section. I've had that done. Now I have to wait 6 to 8 weeks, and then I go back, and so they're quite dark at the moment, although I like them this colour. I don't really want them to fade. Over the next 2 weeks, they're gonna fade quite a lot. And probably maybe flake a little bit, go a little bit dry, peel, all that jazz. A bit like if you've got a tattoo and you'll just put like cream and stuff on them and they'll start to flake, they might get a little bit itchy. And then you go back in 6 to 8 weeks and they go over them and redo them to make them darker. You can add bits of hairs if you want. You can use a darker pigment if you want. And yeah, that's basically what you do, and that's included in the sort of like, how long is it supposed to last? I believe it's supposed to last at least sort of 12 months, depending on you, your body, how well your body takes the pigment, how much it tries to push the pigment out. It can last longer, it can last 2 years. It just sort of depends, but yeah, it's semi-permanent tattooing, so you're gonna hope it's gonna last, you know, a good 1 to 2 years. I suppose it also depends on how much you then fill them in and scrub them to take off that makeup. If you were just really happy with them and never filled them in ever, and never sort of rubbed them or scrubbed them, then they would probably last longer. Yeah, I think it's just going to totally depend on you as a person and your body. How much it cost is another thing. Is it expensive? Now, I would never lie to you guys, I did get this gifted from Brow House in exchange for like some social content and, you know, telling you guys about it. So I didn't actually pay for it myself, so I'm not 100% on how much it costs, but I am in talks with Abby, the marketing manager, so I will make sure I find out from her. I will pop it on screen for you, and I'll put like links in the description box and like information and all of that for you. Abby's also going to give me a 20% discount code for you guys to use if you did want to hop over to Brow House. If you're from London, or if you're, you know, from around, not too far, and you could pop over there and use the discount code to get yourself some new brows. So I will also pop that on screen and in the description box and stuff like that for you. The next question is, would you recommend it? 100% right now, 3 days later, I would recommend it. Obviously, make sure you subscribe, follow along to all of my sort of vlogs that I'm going to be doing in the future, because I will be talking you through it. I'm going to be vlogging next Wednesday, so I'm going to Cheltenham Festival. I'm going to be vlogging that day. Me and Mum are going to Ladies' Day, so I will vlog then and I will update you, because that would have been just over a week since I had them done. So yeah, if you make sure to subscribe and follow along on my vlogs, I will keep updating you, you know, throughout the year and all of that. But yes, I would 100% recommend it. I'm so happy with it. You know, I had such a pleasurable experience. You know, nothing went wrong, and I really love the way they look. I haven't filled them in today, like I said, and it looks like I filled them in. Saves so much time on doing your makeup. And yeah, if you have slightly uneven brows, it can fix them up, shape them differently, and all of that. So 100% I would recommend it. Full definition of microblading, I've sort of gone through that. It's basically, yeah, semi-permanent tattooing. It's obviously not light tattooing because it's not pushed basically far enough into the skin, so that's why it's only semi-permanent, because they only sort of braise the first couple of layers of skin, I guess, and that's why over time it will fade. Before and after pictures, yes, so I will pop up some before and after pictures for you, but obviously I think I did show you guys at the beginning what they look like, and obviously this is what they look like now. So yeah, where did you get it done? Obviously I've said Brow House in London. I think they have more than one clinic. I think they have one in Covent Garden and possibly one somewhere else. That is pretty much the majority of the questions. They were mainly, how much does it cost? Where did you get it done? Does it hurt? How long does it last? What is it? That sort of stuff. Okay, so this is the little aftercare set that you get. It is so cute. I literally couldn't believe it. When me and Mum both saw it on the desk, we were like, oh, it's a camera, it's so cute. So yeah, this is what you get given after you get your brows done at Brow House. It's basically got all the aftercare in it. Don't need that. Okay, so the aftercare is pretty simple. You have a build and a fix, and then you also get this little pot here with your little syringe in. And basically what you do is you pop the build on your little spatula, rub that just over your brows first, and then you go over it with this. So this is like a hard paste, as you can see. Nose focus. This is like a hard paste, and as you can see where I've been scraping along the edges, you just use a little bit like that each time and split that between your brows. And then the build is like a little syringe, like liquid. It's thick-ish, but not too thick. And you just pop sort of 1.5 dots on your spatula and spread that between the brows too. And yeah, that's pretty much it for your aftercare, and other than not getting it wet and all of that. So yeah, it's pretty simple, to be honest. As I said earlier in the video, you obviously don't really want to get them wet. For the first sort of 2 weeks, you want to really avoid doing anything with them, you know, getting them wet, wiping them, putting makeup on them, using makeup remover on them or whatever. And then every now and then I've been getting a little spoolie and I've been wetting it and then like wiping it so it's like semi-dry and just brushing through them to make sure like they're clean, and then obviously applying like the gels and stuff like that which they give you. These are my brows now I have had them done. As you can see, they are like pretty full, pretty damn symmetrical. I am so happy with them, although I am gonna get them to do a little bit more work on them when I go back, because let me get this spatula. It's definitely not a spatula, because I don't know if you can see, but these bits sort of go up and these bits sort of go round. So I want to bring these ones up a bit more to match that. And other than that, I'm pretty happy with them. I will probably go for a darker pigment when I go back, just because I feel like these are gonna fade quite a lot, and I like this color. I like the color they are now, so I'm probably gonna ask them to go darker next time. You can see there, me moving my hairs. That's all new, basically. This was really sparse, this section, and that's all new. Same with this side. That's the hairs, and that's the pigment. And then you can see where they've drawn underneath there. There we go. So yeah, that's them basically. I'm honestly so happy. I really love them. As I said, I cannot believe how natural they looked. I don't know why, but I just expected them to be a little bit more harsh and a little bit more like fake looking. I don't know. Not really sure why, but yeah, I'm honestly really happy with them. I would 100% recommend Brauhaus. They were so lovely. The girls in there were all so nice. They made me feel really at home, really welcome. Like I said, I had absolutely no pain, and so far so good. So I think I will end this little vlog here, and as I said, if you hit subscribe and follow me along on my incoming vlogs in the next few weeks, I will keep you all updated, or obviously go and follow me on Instagram and I will update you on there. I've been doing lots of like stories about them and stuff like that, so yeah, definitely go and follow me over on Instagram if you want to keep up with that. But I will pop everything you need to know in the description box. I will pop my discount code on screen and in the description box when I find out what it is. And yes, I think that's probably going to be me over and out, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah!